I find myself realizing that this is a real story. Jordan, who's this?
Daddy.
It is. Happening to a real family. Is that a bear? With a real mom and a real baby boy and a real baby girl. This is not a 5 o'clock news update happening to other people. This is me, and this is Jordan, and this is Maddie. Give her a little kiss. And how I respond to this story will make all the difference in not only my life, but theirs as well.
And maybe in your life, too.
Have you always loved him?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Love notes in a notebook. That was high school.
And I'd take it home at night and read it and write back.
College sent them on their separate ways, but
Like just coming home and hoping to see Sean.
marriage. May 12th, the priest's instruction. Celebrate your anniversary every month.
Sean faithfully would give me flowers on the 12th of every month. Dose.
Home with babies. Sometimes the little note she'd pack in his lunch
I would just write something on a scratch piece of paper. Or
was all the creativity she could muster.
I asked him, Sean, do you even like these notes? And he just kind of shrugged his shoulders. They're nice.
Love notes.
And I'm like, well, if you don't love these notes, I don't have to keep writing all these notes. And he's like, no, they're nice. And I was like, okay. But that was kind of the extent of it. Row, row, row your boat.
And if she was feeling down, like a mom sometimes does, he'd come upstairs to their bed.
And he just whispered, he said, you are my priority. And I don't want you up here wondering about that. Peekaboo. Can you say peekaboo?
Peekaboo.
Those words echo to me almost daily. You are my priority. And I don't want you up here, Jennifer, wondering if you are.
Perfect marriage? No. Whose is?
I would just say, I am in love with your heart. Because it was very genuine.
But they never, ever lost sight of what they had with each other.
And he's like, oh, Jennifer, the kind of love that we have is so rare. And he saw it that way, and he would always express that to me. He picked up photography on his own. One of my friends had said his pictures were so beautiful because that's how he saw the world. He saw the beauty in the world. And sometimes that's like encouraging to me right now because that's how I try to remember him, like how he saw things.
Tell me what you like about this one, why it's your favorite.
I think it just shows like the beauty of a baby, the innocence. It's just so, you can't even see her face, but you just know it's beautiful. Yeah, you do. Hi, Maddie.
That is such a pretty smile.
Beauty. It is a picture someone else took that reflects his other perspective.
One of the common themes was to just really be ready and to live each moment. Talking about when your time is up, it's up.
It was almost.
He came home and he just said, Jennifer, I am so excited to go to heaven. And I was like, what?
As if some part of him knew.
And he's like, I am so excited. It's going to be beautiful. The doorbell rang, and that's exciting for a stay-at-home mom. Ooh, I think Madeline likes that. And so I looked at Jordan, and our eyes got big, and he said, ringing? And I said, the doorbell. Let's go see who it is. And there were 3 officers dressed in uniform. And then I knew. I knew immediately because Sean had always told me if 3 officers come to your door in uniform, it's a very bad thing, Jennifer. It's a very bad thing. And he said, but don't worry, you will be very taken care of.
And she was.
And they brought me up here to the living room, and we sat on the floor, and they sat with me, and the chief of police was the one who had to tell me that Sean had been in an accident and that he had been killed. The police never left me. Sean was right. They have never, even now, from the minute they came to my door, they've been here.
They kept that busy highway closed until Jennifer and her family could get there.
When I sat in the ambulance, I could touch his hand. I could touch his arm. I could smell him, and I could feel that he was still warm.
She wishes she'd stayed longer.
Because I just feel like that's where time ended as I knew it. that was my goodbye.
Funeral. A police chief's promise.
He made a promise that on the 12th of every month for the next year, they were going to bring me flowers from the police department.
Remember their monthly anniversary?
And they have done it. White daisies, which were my favorite.
Another gift.
I had brought Jennifer in the locker room here to show her Sean's locker. I remember when she first saw it, she was really taken back.
It is filled with my notes.
Lunch, love notes.
Every single one is saved. And I just stood there in amazement.
The ones he said were just nice.
It just affirmed again how much he loved me. That he loved me, he loved our marriage, he loved what we had together. And it meant something to him.
This is the last note she wrote to him.
We make a good pair. Love you, Jen.
There was a note on Sean's desk, too. This one he's written in Spanish.
Bad things do not happen unless good will come from it.
This is where things get tricky because the truth is she misses him so badly. Love notes.
My heart is more than broken. It has been shattered.
And yet,
But at the same time, there are still things that make me happy. And I think my senses have been intensified through all of this. Like, I can have a cup of tea, and now it's like, it's so much warmer. What's in there?
hope in her children,
They are my joy.
hope in strangers.
This came anonymously from a jeweler in Texas, and I wear it all the time. I love it. It's Sean's badge, and then on the back it has the end of watch date engraved.
And hope in the peace that comes from faith
I'm learning to breathe again.
and from knowing that she and Sean lived and loved in the moment, every moment.
And that's what I'm hoping now, is that people will take the story and see the moment, that they will see that life is precious, life is fragile, and life is fleeting.
And is life beautiful?
It's beautiful.
Even now.
I wish I could have Sean come back, and then I would show him how beautiful it is.